Welcome, you're watching dbmnTv. This is Abigail R. Carmelim bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. On Thursday, 16 March 2023, the Spanish Salesian Father Jose Manuel Perez passed away. For over 30 years, and illustrious scholar and professor at the Salesian Pontifical University, as well as the author of a large series of new, original, critical contributions in the study of the pedagogus mansion of the history of Spanish pedagogy and of Salesian history. Father Perez reached the Father's house at the age of 90, 74 of Salesian life and 64 of priestly life. Born in Espinama in the autonomous community of Cantabria on 21st April 1932, he became a Salesian on 16th August 1949 with Mohernando and was ordained a priest on 24th June 1959 in Madrid. From 1959 to 1961, he held various positions as professor and catechist in the aspirantate of Cambados and as professor in the philosophical studentate of Medina del Campo. In 1961, he began his higher education studies at the Pontificio Ateneo Salesiano, where he obtained the licentiate in philosophy pedagogy in 1965 and then completed his doctorate courses. From 1965 to 1967, he was a professor at the Institute of Orense and a professor and catechist at the Theological Studentate of Salamanca. Obtained the doctorate in pedagogy in 1968 with the thesis published entitled Fuentes de los Escritos Pedagógicos Manjonianos. He was sent by obedience to the Pontifical Salesian Athenaeum in 1968. In recent days, the boys of the training groups of the Sant Luigi Salesian Oratory in Sant Cataldo have had a significant experience of knowledge and reflection, welcoming into their spaces two young prisoners from the Penal Institute for Minors of Catalnesita, with whom they held an intense confrontation. Admitted to an award permit accompanied by the director by two educators of the IPM, by Father Alexandro Gambria, chaplain of the same institute, and by Don Francisco Bonta, Salesian director of the Oratory of Sant Cataldo, the two young people spent part of the meeting in a cultural journey of knowledge of the Sant Cataldo area, concluding their day at the Oratory, where they had the opportunity to experience a moment of meeting with about 60 young people and of the Salesian reality. Students attending the Salesian Timka Tech schools in Petzoville, Haiti have had access to improved nutrition thanks to a collaboration between Salesian Missions, the Salesian Mission Office based in New Rochelle, US, and Rise Against Hunger, and international humanitarian organization that provides food and life-changing aid to those most in need. During half of 2022, rice meals were distributed in the canteens of the three Timka Tech schools, which students were able to take home even during school closures. After the summer break, in fact, the school was supposed to reopen in October, but the political crisis in the country, growing insecurity and the resulting unrest led to closure of all schools. The Salesians did not resume the school year until November 28, when the situation had become more secure. Guylaine Bastian studied nursing and graduated from Timka Tech School. Now that she is a nurse at the school itself, she said, "As a nurse, I'm in charge of monitoring the health of the children at Timka Tech. They really enjoyed the Rise Against Hunger meals. I have noticed a significant change in them. They now have more strength and energy and get sick less easily." The Salesian Institute of Aracaju encourages the practice of sports among its pupils by providing them with qualified teachers and spaces for 11 sports disciplines. On March 14, the Institute's more than 500 pupils participated in the opening ceremony of the Indoor Games 2023 with the presentation of all the teams, the lighting of the torch, and the cultural exhibition. Present at the event were the entire sports coordination team, teachers, all Salesian coordinators, school leadership, and various staff members. The Indoor Games 2023 end on April 14. Among the sports in which participants will compete are five-a-side soccer, table tennis, karate, handball, volleyball, and chess. The Missionary Circle of the Salesian province of Central Africa celebrated Salesian Missionary Day on March 12 at the Novitiate House, Tremchem, on the theme Care of Creation to Our Mission. All missionaries from Catholic schools, Salesian schools, universities and boarding schools, accompanied by Don Bosco Salesians, Daughters of Mary Help of Christians and lay collaborators involved in the Salesian mission attended the event. The day began with the Eucharist celebrated by Father Sergis Ahadi, SDB, local chaplain of the missionaries, who works in collaboration with Father Donatien Mambepa, EFC Provincial Delegate for Missions. After the celebration, there followed the presentation of each nucleus and exposition on the theme of the day. Two active members of the Laudato Si movement spoke explaining what creation is and what it means to care for it. Taking up the words of Pope Francis, they urge all participants to have a sense of responsibility towards Mother Earth, stressing that it is necessary and important to protect the common home in order to ascend to God. At the end of the speeches, there was a time of exchange and orientations aimed at urging participants to read related books and watch thematic films and to make ecological and botanical garden visits. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Till we meet again, thank you for joining us.